Imagine a world of endless white where the sun barely rises and temperatures plummet to unimaginable lows. Could you survive in such a harsh and unforgiving environment? For the polar bear, this is home. The Arctic, a realm of ice and snow, is where these magnificent creatures reign supreme. They are perfectly adapted to thrive in a world that would defeat most other animals. Polar bears are the world's largest land predator, perfectly equipped to handle the challenges of their icy domain. Their very existence is a testament to the power of nature's design, a symphony of adaptations honed over millennia. Join us as we journey into the world of the polar bear, uncovering the secrets behind their remarkable survival in the face of extreme cold and relentless challenges. Their story is not just a tale of resilience, it's a stark reminder of the delicate balance of nature. It underscores the urgent need to protect our planet and its inhabitants from the looming threat of climate change. The fate of the polar bear hangs in the balance, a potent symbol of the Arctic's vulnerability. Every inch of a polar bear, from its imposing size to its translucent fur, speaks volumes about its remarkable adaptations to the Arctic environment. Their sheer size is awe-inspiring. Males can reach up to 10 feet in length and weigh over 1,500 pounds. This massive bulk, far from being a hindrance, is crucial for survival. It acts as insulation, conserving precious body heat in sub-zero temperatures. Beneath their thick fur lies a layer of blubber, up to 4 inches thick, providing further insulation against the biting Arctic winds. This blubber is not merely an insulator, it's an energy reserve, crucial for survival during lean periods when prey is scarce. Imagine this blubber as a high-energy fuel tank powering them through long hunts and even longer winters. Their fur, a marvel of natural engineering, deserves special attention. It's not white as it might appear, but translucent, with hollow hairs that trap air and create exceptional insulation. This unique design keeps them warm even when submerged in icy water. Imagine a coat so effective that it allows you to swim in freezing water without feeling the cold. Underneath this insulating layer lies black skin, which absorbs sunlight and helps convert it into heat. This combination of features makes the polar bear a master of thermal regulation, a true testament to the power of adaptation in the animal kingdom. The Arctic, while breathtaking in its beauty, is also a challenging environment to find food. Seals, the mainstay of the polar bear's diet, are elusive prey, but polar bears have evolved into formidable hunters, perfectly equipped to outwit their prey. Their sense of smell is legendary, allowing them to detect seals resting on ice from miles away. Their hunting strategy is a testament to their patience and understanding of their prey's behavior. They are masters of still hunting, waiting patiently near breathing holes in the ice, ready to ambush unsuspecting seals. Imagine the focus and stillness required to remain undetected for hours on end, the anticipation building with every passing moment. Their massive paws, equipped with rough pads and non-retractable claws, provide incredible traction on ice, allowing them to charge at astonishing speeds when the opportunity arises. These claws are not just for traction. They are formidable weapons, capable of delivering a fatal blow to their prey. Polar bears are also surprisingly adept swimmers, thanks to their slightly webbed paws and their ability to hold their breath for remarkably long periods. They have been observed swimming for miles between ice floes, their powerful bodies gliding effortlessly through the frigid water. This combination of strength, patience, and sensory adaptations makes them one of the most effective predators in the Arctic. Section 4. A life on the ice, solitude, motherhood, and survival. The life of a polar bear is one of solitude, punctuated by brief periods of interaction for mating and raising cubs. These majestic creatures are often seen alone, traversing the vast frozen wilderness. They are solitary creatures, roaming vast territories in search of food and only coming together during the breeding season. This solitary nature is a testament to their independence and survival skills. Imagine the vastness of the Arctic, a seemingly empty landscape where these solitary figures navigate the icy plains. The endless expanse of white snow and ice is both their home and their hunting ground. Female polar bears are devoted mothers, digging dens in snowdrifts to give birth and raise their cubs. These dens are carefully chosen and constructed to ensure the safety and warmth of their young. These dens, meticulously crafted and insulated, provide a safe haven for the cubs during their vulnerable first few months of life. The mother's dedication to her cubs is evident in the care she takes in building and maintaining the den. Inside these icy nurseries, a new generation of Arctic survivors is nurtured and prepared for life on the ice. The cubs learn essential survival skills from their mother, who is their sole provider and protector. Cubs, usually born in litters of 1 or 2, rely entirely on their mothers for warmth, protection, and sustenance. The bond between mother and cub is crucial for the cub's development and survival. They nurse on their mother's rich milk, gaining the strength and skills needed to survive in the harsh Arctic environment. This nourishment is vital for their growth and ability to withstand the cold. The bond between mother and cub is incredibly strong, a testament to the power of maternal instinct in the animal kingdom. This relationship is a cornerstone of the cub's early life and development. Polar bears are opportunistic feeders, and while seals are their preferred prey, they will scavenge carcasses and consume other food sources when available. Their diet is diverse, reflecting their adaptability. This adaptability is crucial for survival in an environment where food can be scarce, highlighting their resourcefulness and resilience. The ability to find and utilize various food sources ensures their survival in the ever-changing Arctic landscape. Section 5, A Changing World. The fragile balance of the Arctic. The Arctic, once a realm of pristine beauty and seemingly endless ice, is changing at an alarming rate. The vast expanses of ice that once defined this region are now retreating, revealing a landscape in distress. Climate change, a consequence of human activity, is casting a long shadow over this fragile ecosystem, altering its very fabric and threatening its inhabitants. The polar bear, so perfectly adapted to its icy domain, is now facing an unprecedented challenge to its survival. These majestic creatures, once the kings of the Arctic, are now struggling to find their place in a rapidly changing world. The Arctic ice, their hunting ground and lifeline, is shrinking at an alarming rate. This loss of ice is not just a seasonal fluctuation, but a profound and ongoing transformation. As the ice melts earlier in the spring and freezes later in the fall, the window of opportunity for polar bears to hunt and gather food is becoming dangerously narrow. Polar bears have less time to hunt seals, their primary food source. This reduction in hunting time directly impacts their ability to build the fat reserves necessary for survival. This shrinking hunting ground forces them to venture further inland into unfamiliar and often hostile territory. Often coming into conflict with human settlements, these encounters can be dangerous for both bears and people, or to endure longer periods without food, leading to malnutrition and weakening their overall health. Leading to starvation and decline, the physical condition of these bears deteriorates, making survival even more challenging. The decline in sea ice also affects the seals themselves, the primary prey of polar bears. Impacting their ability to breed and find food, seals are also struggling to adapt to the changing environment. This ripple effect through the food chain further threatens the delicate balance of the Arctic ecosystem, creating a cascade of challenges for all species involved. With the polar bear at the forefront of this crisis, their struggle symbolizes the broader environmental issues we face. Imagine the plight of these magnificent creatures, their very existence threatened by the melting ice, their future hanging in the balance. Their hunting grounds shrinking with each passing year, the polar bear's fight for survival becomes more desperate. The fate of the polar bear is a stark reminder of the interconnectedness of our planet, highlighting the urgent need for global action and the far-reaching consequences of climate change, which extend beyond the Arctic to impact ecosystems worldwide. Their story is a call to action, a plea for humanity to recognize and address the environmental crises we have created, urging us to address this global crisis before it's too late. The polar bear's plight is a powerful symbol of the need for immediate and sustained efforts to combat climate change. We must act now to preserve the fragile balance of the Arctic and protect the future of these incredible creatures. Section 6. Our role in their future, Guardians of the Arctic. The plight of the polar bear is a wake-up call, a stark reminder that the consequences of our actions have a global reach. These majestic creatures are facing unprecedented challenges due to the rapid changes in their environment. The Arctic, though seemingly a world away, is intimately connected to our own. The health of this remote region has a direct impact on global weather patterns, sea levels, and even the air we breathe. The melting ice caps, the rising sea levels, these are not distant threats. They are clear and present dangers that affect us all. Coastal communities around the world are already experiencing the devastating effects of these changes. It is our collective responsibility to protect this fragile ecosystem and ensure the survival of iconic species like the polar bear. These animals are not just symbols of the Arctic, they are vital components of its ecosystem. We must reduce our carbon footprint, transition to renewable energy sources, and adopt sustainable practices. By embracing wind, solar, and other renewable energies, we can significantly reduce the greenhouse gases that contribute to global warming. Every step we take towards a greener future is a step towards securing the future of the polar bear and countless other species that depend on a healthy Arctic. Our actions today will determine the world we leave for future generations. Imagine a world where our children and grandchildren can still marvel at the sight of a polar bear roaming free in its natural habitat. This vision can become a reality if we act now. Supporting organizations involved in polar bear conservation is crucial. These groups are on the front lines working tirelessly to mitigate the impacts of climate change on polar bear populations. These organizations work tirelessly to protect polar bear habitats, conduct vital research, and raise awareness about the threats they face. Their efforts are essential in developing strategies to ensure the long-term survival of these animals. Our contributions, however small, can make a significant difference in their efforts to secure a brighter future for these magnificent creatures. Every donation, every volunteer hour, and every shared piece of information helps. The story of the polar bear is not one of despair, but one of hope and resilience. These animals have adapted to some of the harshest conditions on Earth, and with our help, they can continue to thrive. It's a reminder that we have the power to make a difference, to change course, and to protect our planet's biodiversity. Community efforts, no matter how small, contribute to a larger movement towards environmental stewardship. Let us be the generation that heeds the call of the Arctic, that stands as guardians of the polar bear, and champions a future where they can continue to thrive in their icy domain. Our actions today will echo through the ages. The fate of the polar bear, and indeed the health of our planet, rests in our hands. Together, we can create a future where both the Arctic and its inhabitants flourish.